Hello, everyone. Uh, my name is Sal Mendoza, and my presentation is on project labor agreements for jail projects. A little bit about myself: I'm a USMC veteran, infantry team leader, and the combat marksmanship coach. I served for 4 years, from 2015 to 2019. Uh, Once I got out of the military, I became an industrial electrician. I worked on plant sites all over the valley, such as Carol Nut, E&J Gallo Winery, JSS Almonds, and etc. I got a little peek of what the AEC industry looks like from that job, which is pretty cool. I'm also a soon-to-be father. I've been married for 7 years, and this is our first baby. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm majoring in computer science. I've attained an associate's in computer science and currently striving for a bachelor's. And that is the best picture I have of myself, so I take advantage of it and try to use it for as much things as I can. What is a project labor agreement? This is how I'm starting my presentation because I believe before we dive any deeper on why I think project labor agreements should be used for jails, I think it's important that we understand what a project labor agreement is. Project labor agreements, aka PLAs, are pre-hire collective bargaining agreements that establish the terms and conditions of employment on a specific construction project. I underlined right here pre-hire collective bargaining agreements because some people may not know what that means, and pre-hire collective bargaining agreements means, or what it is actually just the process of negotiating the terms and conditions for a project with the union and the project owner. These agreements are, I think it goes right here. These agreements are negotiated by project owner. Publicly funded jails would be federal or state, and the contracted union. When PLAs are being used, we can assume that the project is being done by a union only because PLAs require some type of union rep or some type of representation of all the workers for them to make that collective bargaining agreement. Why are project labor agreements good? It ensures fair wages and benefits, promotes skilled labor, reduces labor disputes, enhances project stability and predictability. So for ensures fair wages and benefits, PLAs typically guarantee that workers receive fair wages and benefits. This can be particularly important in ensuring that those workers on public projects like jails are compensated fairly. Promote skilled labor. PLAs often require that workers are sourced from union halls, which helps ensure that the workforce is skilled and well trained. This can improve the quality and safety of the construction work. Reduces labor disputes. By establishing clear terms and conditions for employment, PLAs help to prevent labor disputes and strikes, ensuring that projects are completed on time and within budget. Enhances project stability and predictability. PLAs provide a structured framework for resolving labor issues that may arise, leading to more predictable project timelines and cost. So here I will provide a counterpoint on why project labor agreements may be bad. While project labor agreements offer several benefits, some may argue that it can increase costs. This increased cost comes from critics arguing that PLAs can increase project costs from using union labor, which is more expensive due to higher wages and benefits. Excuse me. It excludes non-union contractors. And for that, PLAs typically require the use of union labor, which can exclude non-union contractors and workers from bidding on projects. This can limit competition and innovation. Reduced flexibility. PLAs impose specific terms and conditions that all contractors must follow, which can reduce flexibility in project management. Non-union contractors might find these terms restrictive and may avoid bidding on projects with PLAs. Potential for delays. While PLAs aim to reduce labor disputes, the negotiation process for establishing a PLA can itself cause delays, particularly if there are disagreements among stakeholders. And so for jail projects, should they be used? I believe I made it pretty obvious. I'm arguing that PLAs should be used for jail projects, only because the cons heavily outweigh the pros when it comes to not using project labor agreements. And some of these cons include exploitation of workers, such as wage theft. Wage theft is the unlawful practice where employers withhold wages or deny benefits that are rightfully owed to the employee. Non-union contractors might pay workers less than the prevailing wage or fail to provide legally required benefits without the oversight that comes with PLAs and union representation. Workers could be more vulnerable to exploitation because of this. And here I have poor working conditions. PLAs often include safety standards for on-the-job site, ensuring that project follows federal and state safety regulations such as OSHA. Non-union contractors might cut corners on safety standards and working conditions to reduce costs. This can lead to unsafe work environments and higher risk of accidents and injuries. And I'll add on to that in a little bit more, but cutting back on safety usually in the end ends up costing a little bit more. And the cons go on. Sometimes hiring unqualified workers without the training and certification standards typically required by unions. Non-union contractors might hire unqualified or inadequately trained workers, leading to subpar construction quality and potential safety risks. And substandard quality. Cutting corners on labor costs can lead to lower quality workmanship, which might not meet the necessary standards for safety and durability, particularly important in the construction of jails. So if you're going to build a jail, you want to hold people in or out, you might want to make sure that you can do that. Here I have an example of a public project working with a non-union company. Federally funded pedestrian bridge project at Florida International University collapses and kills 5. Pretty sad. Although there was no evidence that the companies involved displayed negligence or history of maintaining a safety standard, they were debarred from public projects until 2029 due to affiliated companies having interlocking management and ownership. So right now, I got this happened this year, and so far the companies that were affiliated are trying to fight the debarment, but this is just an example of who knows what, but that bridge is not supposed to be like that. In the long run, not using PLAs can end up costing a bit more. The economic influence of using PLAs benefits both the project owner and the contractor, and the local area in general, because they're hiring and the economy itself within that area is getting boosted from this work. However, skipping safety standards can end up costing the owner a lot more due to on-site accidents that he or the contractor might be liable for. I put he, I meant to put they. But nevertheless, yep, they would be liable for whatever happens on the site. And that's pretty much it. That was my list of reasons why I'm for project labor agreements being used for jail projects. And here are some supporting materials, some sites where I got the information that I used. And yeah, thank you.